Greetings there, ladies and gentlemen. I am James Virgilus, and we're going back to 1985 with the first Super Mario Brothers. Oh yes. So, as I was pretty much getting into Zelda, the first one, I realized, oh well, let's go back to the first one of Mario actually too, and do that. I'm getting hiss. Why am I getting hiss? Oh, okay. That's quite interesting. Anyway, I don't know if I should keep that in. Oh, why not? Live in the moment. Okay, so anyway, let's go and play some... So, a couple things, seeing that you're going to see Mario going through this a few times. I am going through all worlds, so 1 to 8. No warp zones right now. Actually... The warp zones I'll actually show off in a bonus video because I want to do just plain. And on top of that, seeing that I'm doing Zelda Quest 1 and 2, I'm actually going to go through kind of Quest 1 and 2 of this game, even though they're most exactly the same, there's just slight differences. But the thing is, I'm going to play Mario as Mario through the first one, and the second quest... or like the other quest, or the new quest, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to play as Luigi all the way through it. Might as well. But anyway, let's move on and get started with Super Mario Brothers. And here we go. So hopefully I don't die right off the bat. So, I do have to say, this is the first game, Nintendo game, that I have actually ever played. Because I did see it at a birthday party back in the day. I think it was 1980... Yeah, 1987 actually. 1987, wow, that was a long time ago. I'm not really going to be explaining what I'm doing, because it's a Mario game, it's like it is the first Super Mario game, but basically, you just jump on things, and you shoot things with fire flowers. That's basically it. I'd say you jump and shoot, but you don't really shoot all the time. So basically, you jump and crack your head open off of blocks. So, which are supposedly like Toad. The Mushroom Kingdom residents. So Mario is a murderer in some ways, I guess. Anyway, back to my reminiscing of my nostalgia trip, basically, with this game. So yes, I remember playing this a long time. Like, yes. But yeah, it was this and Zelda 2 were my first two Nintendo games. And I remember just playing this for hours, and I just never saw anything like this before, because it was arcade games, and arcade games, yeah, they were slightly better graphics, but other than that, I don't know. It was at home, and I can just do it at any time I want, and it was like free. Somewhat, because I had to pay for the rental fee, but nevertheless, still. But I was like, oh yeah, I could just pop it in any time, and I don't have to waste quarters on this. It's awesome. And actually, talking about the arcades, I actually did see this version of Super Mario in the arcades, actually. Damn it! Okay. Yes, of course, I had to get hit. So, yes. Oh yeah, pointing out this is not a speedrun. Not speedrun, I'm not speedrunning this, and I can't guarantee there will be no deaths, especially seeing how I'm doing every single level. So, there might be a death here and there, but other than that, it should be smooth. Very smooth. Hopefully. And like I said, there's no warp zone, so I'm not actually using the warp zone up there. And I don't think I'm gonna get the... Oh, okay. I'm being very lucky. I actually did a practice run of this, and I never got... like, most of the time, I never got top of the flagpole, so... So I'll try to do that, but I'm most likely not going to do it for most of the parts, so I'll try to explain the enemies a little bit here. Goombas obviously are just very slow. They walk off the edge, so they're not like the red Koopa Troopas, which go back and forth on platforms. And there's green Koopa Troopas, which are actually, they go off platforms. There's Paratroopas, which fly. Both green and red. And what else is there? That's all I've encountered so far. And the piranha plants, basically, which are in pipes, and they come out and try to eat you. So, that's it. And there we are. Ho-ho! So, I guess at the end of every world, which is 4 stages, the 4th stage is in a giant castle where I gotta fight out Bowser. So, yeah. I'd say these stages are probably some of the hardest. If for some reason you haven't played this before. Or, you know, if I hate to bring it up, it's like if you haven't heard about this game or even played it or seen it in some shape or form, then I would say you have to at least experience this once in your life. It's like one of those games you just got to. It's like it just started the whole Mario Revolution thing. So yes. So yes, that wasn't Bowser, even though it looked like him. So if you actually kill him by fire flowers, it reveals that he's a Goomba. And there's Toad! Oh yes, he says, our princess is in another castle. Thank you, Toad. Oh yes. Thank you. Thank you for that information. So. Yeah, I guess. Jeez, man. I just... Which is actually, I guess, kind of a big deal back then. You know, it was like, you know, the game length, you never kind of knew what the game length was. Like, it could be just 4 stages, because before this was Atari, and Atari, you know, had, I wouldn't say short games, but they had, actually, they didn't have, like, short games, but they had, like, games that didn't have too many screens, and even how, like, early Nintendo games, like, look at Donkey Kong, it had, like, 3 stages. So you kind of expected maybe after like 4th stage, you're like, okay, that's it. Nope, there's a lot more. But yeah, this game just brings back flowing memories. I just like, oh my god. Because mainly I just got so wrapped up in at least this, and also Zelda 2, which I'm going to go on about that. There we go. That's kind of hard to get sometimes. Kind of have to jump and then jump, like, squatting jump. To get that's took me a little time to actually do that. But like I said, I'm not going to, like, I actually don't even know how fireworks work in this. Like, I've been playing this since 87, and I still don't know what all the mechanics are in this. I just play games, that's all. I'll play them. And, you know, that's the thing, you know, if I want to get into, like, speedrunning and, like, competitive speedrunning and all that, I'll learn the game mechanics, maybe. But, you know, I just like playing games, that's all. And that's why I'm doing this, is basically just to do games that, oh jeez, okay. Just to do games that I've used to play, and just to reminisce of the nostalgic trip, I guess. And anyone who actually is kind of, and I don't know, I guess like the thing is, I'm still kind of wondering if I should call this a Let's Play or just a playthrough, because Because I'm not really explaining what's going on in this, so I guess I could call this a Let's Play a little bit, because it is more of just... There it is. I knew I wasn't going to do that. Because I'm not explaining what I'm doing. I'm more of just kind of talking about random things, because it's... I might talk a little bit about it, but again, if you... Oh, I hate this stage. I really do hate this stage. This is like this is like probably the most hated stage I have. Because of that. Because of these damn cheap cheeps. Now I know why they're called cheap cheeps. Oh, jeez. No, not now, but but holy cow. That's why I don't like this stage, because it's well, I guess random-ish. Random-ish, yes. I'll say random-ish, because freaking Cheap Cheeps just come up and like, it's like, yeah, I want to come and hug you and bite your face off. Well, he certainly bit my face off, yeah. And then I tore that fish open and took my face back. Oh, yeah. I have no idea why or where that came from. Oh, yes. And these fireballs. It's an interesting story, because I actually did not know how to actually say most of these, well, especially this fireball's name, which is called Pataboo, I think. The technical term of saying it. But I had a friend who actually could say it somewhat, but I liked actually his version calling it, and he called it Padubu. And I actually liked that version of the saying it. So if I say Padubu, I'm talking about those fireballs that go up and down. Jeez, Bowser, it's like I'm trying to kill you. Oh, it's not the real one. Yay. Alright, let's see if I can go... Damn it. Okay. Sometimes you can, like, get right over the axe. And, should I... Yeah. I'll do the first stage. I'll do the first stage of Night World. Oh yeah. Might be Ice also. Ice Night World? Yeah. Yes, Ice Night World. I actually personally like the night sky, or the dark sky. Because it like it's, I don't know, it just looks good. I like the black background. But for some reason I don't like the underground like stuff. Like I don't know. Personal taste, I guess. But we need to go on, and we... Oh, no. Is it there? Nope. There's a one up here sometimes. I think you gotta have a certain amount of lives for it to show up. And I have over that amount, so I guess it doesn't show up. We have Hammer Brothers, which are probably one if not the most annoying character in the game. I'll get into them more later, when they're more evidence to being annoying. Let's see if I can get here. Oh, yes, there we go. So, to get up there, you run from the block. I don't know, but it's one of those things. Just keep on trying until you pull it off. So, I'm not going to be getting a lot of the power-ups and making sure I get like every single coin in this and all that, because I don't know, it's just a big pain in the ass. And I'm not going to do the one-up trick in this stage, because I've never actually successfully pulled it off. But there is a one-up trick with these Koopa Troopas here, so to get infinite one-ups. Never learned how to do it, so I'm like, yeah, screw it. So I'm going to go here, and we are going to end off this episode going into the second one. And I'm going to pause it here. Pause. And I will see you in the next one. So until then, take care. Toodles.